Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Zesty Thoughts with your host, Anabla. Welcome to episode 90. I hope that y'all have had a nice week. I have had a roller coaster of a week, actually. Happy summer solstice. I'm feeling the shift. Basically, I'm not going to reveal too much about my personal life, but I'm feeling the shift. If you catch my drift, I don't know if anybody else is feeling the shift, but the shift is real. That's all I'm here to say. And if you're not feeling it, I don't know, you need to tune on in, girl. But yeah, I've had a crazy week. I do feel like my aura is back. That is one thing that before summer solstice, I felt like, what night was it? Thursday night, Friday night, prior to summer solstice. I was literally in the bathroom, brushing my teeth. And I just leaned up from the sink and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh, she's fucking back. She's fucking back. And now it's Leo season. Girl, I'm a Leo. You already know. It's the vibes. And yeah, I literally just looked at myself in the mirror and something snapped in my head. I was like, oh, she's fucking back. She's fucking back. She's here. It feels like an amazing transformational period. I am more motivated working on music. I'm more motivated with fashion and my self-expression. I'm doing my hair more often. I'm playing around with colors with makeup. And I'm loving it. I'm actually loving it. I'm coming into a new version of myself. I'm coming into my own, to say the least, essentially. So, yeah, this week, part of my transitional period, I think probably started with me reevaluating my New Year's resolutions. Okay. Let's normalize updating them halfway through the year. I mean, also if you're a corporate baddie and you're on the quarters shit, quarter one, quarter two, update those things. Not my vibe. I don't operate in that way, at least with my projects and stuff. So I don't know. I just felt this urge when June started. I was something with my goals is not aligning. Some of these goals are getting in the way of other goals. And I'm realizing now which of my goals are more important, which ones I want to prioritize, which ones I'm willing to actually drop, in order to, get the other ones done. I said a few times before, I feel like I did spread myself quite thin, with all of my resolutions. I had a whole episode about it, my first episode of the year. And I felt that for 6 months. I was I don't know if I can keep this up all year. In the sense that some of my other goals, musically, project wise, podcast wise, I actually feel I get more out of, it fuels me more. Those things were not being, as hastily done because of some of my other goals. So I had a few notes here. Obviously prioritizing stretching and getting outside. After doing 75 hard, I think I used to underestimate the power of getting outside and touching. I mean, I get it now when people say touch grass, because actually it's so healing. It's so restorative. And now I think more so than trying to get back into lifting regularly, which I'm still lifting. I still like it, but rather than that being a priority and me having a split throughout the week and working on progressive overload and all those kind of little minute goals with weightlifting. I think that I am just more so prioritizing getting outside and being able to move outside. Also because I can, I don't want to take that for granted while I'm here in LA. Because I know there's people that can't. I think sometimes of the year they can't work out outside. It's physically impossible because of the cold, or the heat. So, I'm definitely going to focus on that. Stretching. I've been prioritizing that since the accident, but even more so, I'm not letting myself go to sleep without stretching. And that's been great. I feel it relaxes my body before I sleep. So it's very helpful. Another thing that I put down here, nightly meditation and prayer. I mentioned in last week's episode, we did a meditation to start the episode off, that I had been praying more and meditating more. And that has really helped set me up for better sleep when I feel my mind is tweaking, it helps a lot. So I'm going to keep doing that. Those are just little things that are routines now, and little routines for me that I think are actually very beneficial. So I'm I gotta keep that up, baby. Also manifesting in the morning. I've been listening to I use Insight Timer, the app, and there are some amazing creators on there that make the coolest manifestations, daily affirmations. I'm not doing that every day, but I do notice a benefit when I do. So that's also been great. The last thing on my list was like putting more effort into my hair and being more playful with my makeup, which I already mentioned. I'm in that zone. I used to always like put way more effort into my hair. Not really. I've always been kind of medium maintenance with my hair actually, but I feel like for a while I've been like low to zero maintenance, right? I've just been scraping by. I've just been scraping the fuck by. So I want to like style my hair more frequently. I want to like do fun styles with it. I want to like have fun with it. Like for example, today I could have just like rolled out of bed. It wasn't a wash day. So like I could have just rolled out of bed and like brushed it and thrown some oil in it, like did what I had to do, but it was looking a mess because I had it in a claw clip yesterday with a gel cast, which was, I don't know why. I don't know why. Questionable choice on my part. But yeah, you know, it was looking a little denty. So I did have to style it today. I used my Revlon blow dry brush. I don't want to hear it. I actually don't want to hear it. I know, I'm aware that like everyone and their mom is like losing their hair and dealing with fallout and hair loss and damage because of this thing. Okay. I do not use it on already dry hair. Okay. I wet my hair first and then I use a fuck ton of heat protectant. Okay. And then I use like the low setting. Okay. Relax. And I'm not like losing a lot of hair when I'm actively using it. So chill. Okay. It is a quick way to get a like blowout look. So I'm gonna keep using it, y'all. Yeah. And then playful makeup. Like I love doing a wing. Obviously y'all see that like pretty much every week. I want to like be really good at it. I do like eyeshadow wings. I don't do liquid liner wings. I'm like really bad at that. So I've just I've low-key just given up on being able to like get good at that. And I love like a soft shadow wing. That's like my look. That's my vibe. I think I'm like medium contrast as far as like my looks go. I'm not like super high contrast or low. So I feel like it's like perfect. It's like right in the middle. So yeah, I'm trying to have more fun with like eyeshadow colors and liner and stuff like that. I do need some Rex though. I'm sure if you are chronically online, you've heard about the James Charles recent controversy. If you haven't heard about it, basically James Charles, who is a beauty influencer who has had controversies before for speaking to underage men. So already, you know, canceled, kind of like not a fan. But recently had a video go viral of him ranting because like an employee, like ex-employee, someone who had recently been fired from like an airline or something like that, had like DM'd him asking for like, I don't know if it was like help for like their GoFundMe or like something like that. And wasn't even just like, I don't even think she was like asking for money. I think she was just like, oh, if you could just share this, like, which is like so reasonable. I don't know. Like the least they could say is no. Like, I don't think it's like the worst thing ever to ask like millionaires and billionaires, right, for help. I actually don't think that's like wrong. I feel like that's fine. All they're going to say is no. You know what I mean? Like you never know. And then maybe if they're feeling courteous and they want to like help someone that's in need, right? I would do it if I was in that position. So like it is what it is. But basically he like posted this whole rant about how like ungrateful and like lazy and like, yeah, someone that just like got fired. And it was just bad. It was in very bad taste. It was very like heartless and cold and out of touch. Also, he like went on to be like, everybody just has to work and like, you just have to like get up on your ass. And it was super, super out of touch. So I'm even more conflicted now than I ever was before about having my Morphe X James Charles eyeshadow palette. It's like the rainbow one. It has like every color, not every color, but it has like a lot of colors that you would want if you're like me and you're trying to be playful with your makeup. So I essentially need recommendations for like a colorful palette that's like almost like rainbow, that has like every color, that will have some nudes, that will have some like neutrals, but will also have every color of the rainbow in multiple shades. Does that exist? I don't know. I haven't done research yet. I'm just like throwing that out there because I thought about it when I brought up doing my makeup and like using colors, because like that's what I have now. And also, yeah, I don't want to hear it. It's old. It's probably expired. Yes. Probably shouldn't be using it anyway, but it is what it is. I need to do research. If you have recs for like colorful eyeshadow palettes that are like affordable also, let me know. I'm trying to invest in like a lot of colors all at once. So preferably something that's like middle range price. I don't want anything that's like shitty quality that won't be able to blend well, and I want the colors to be pigmented, but I also don't want it to be like hundreds of dollars. You feel me? But yeah, so those are some of my updated like resolutions. I've kind of put my like language learning on the back burner. I feel like it was like stressing me out in the sense that like I would do it instead of other things just because I was like, oh, well, it's like easy and short and fast, like I'll just like do it. But then I would like neglect other things. So I put it on the back burner now. Yeah, it is what it is. I like officially care like less what people think. I'm just like in that zone right now where I'm like, okay, my aura's back. It's a Leo season. I literally feel it. I'm so excited for my birthday. I have 2 trips coming up like this month. Well, the end of June. I'm doing a bachelorette party. A bachelorette party in Santa Barbara, and then I'm going to Portland with my best friend. So I will not have an episode next week also because I will be in Portland. I just don't know if that's in the cards. I will vlog a little bit. I am planning on like trying to vlog more in general. I want to get into that. I just don't like the structure of it. I'm trying to figure out if I should use my phone or if I should like get an extra like little vlog camera. I'm in the works of like trying to figure that out so I can give you guys more like behind the scenes content and more content like my daily life and stuff like that. So I'll keep you guys updated, but maybe being there and like out with a friend and like experiencing new things will be a good opportunity for me to like start that and then share it with y'all. I think it'd be so cool. But either way, no episode next week, maybe a vlog. Okay, review for y'all. I did listen to the remaining 2 Drake albums. I had listened to the first one, Habibti, and it was like, I don't know, it was just so emo for me. I wasn't like in the mood for it. I think I will give it another chance because it's like kind of R&B and obviously I like that. But like I said before, I like his like hip hop more. And I listened to Iceman. I listened to Iceman. I was like, period. Yeah, that is more like it. That is the Drake that I'm a fan of. That's like the side of Drake that I don't care about no beef. I don't care about anything. That is the side that I am like a massive fan of. I put half of it on my workout playlist like already. It's already there. I'm already streaming it. So Iceman, huge dub. Maid of Honor is so interesting, so left field, like something I did not expect at all. I kind of want to listen to it again. It reminds me of like Lux by Rosalia. I mean, not in the same way, but just that it's like different. And I feel like I need to listen to it multiple times to like actually digest it. And yeah, it's a lot to take in, but Iceman, period. Yeah, I love it. No complaints there. I'm pretty sure I like saved the entire album. I could check right now, but I'm like pretty confident that there was not a single song that I didn't at least put in one playlist. So that's the vibe. All right, y'all, next segment on today's pod. This is like a new form that my hot toddy takes will be taking. Hot toddy tier lists. Okay. I have this app. It's called Tier Maker, and I'm going to start with like albums. There's like different categories that I can use in here, and I've kind of been wanting to do like an album ranking episode, like my favorite albums of all time, but also just like giving my opinions on like albums in general. So I'm going to start this and I'm going to throw it up next to me. For those of you watching on YouTube, you can follow along. Audio listeners, I will try my best to make this as clear as possible for you to listen to. Okay, we have Igor, Tyler the Creator. I'm going to give that good. That's at like A tier. Yeah. Nirvana, Nevermind. I mean, that's got to be S tier for me for sure. Blonde.
Frank Ocean.
Okay. When I first listened to Blonde, I don't know what I thought of it. Like it was one of those albums that I was kind of just like, and I needed to sit with it. I admittedly just like didn't like, I wasn't like into it that much when I first listened to it. Over the years though, it's aged very well and I do think I like it, but I'm probably going to catch strays for this, but I'm going to put it under okay. B tier.
Pink Floyd.
Dark Side of the Moon has to be S tier for sure.
Graduation.
Kanye West. What a controversial man. Although I do love this album. God, this whole separating the art from the artist thing is so conflicting. I will put it under good. Yeah.
Astroworld.
I don't know. I'm not like the biggest Travis Scott fan. I feel like there's some songs on this album that are good, but I'm just gonna put overrated. I'm gonna catch so many stories. Ooh, okay, this album.
Flower Boy.
See, I like this better than Igor, but I don't think it's S tier. Abbey Road. I do like other Beatles albums better. So gosh, I would say some would consider that one of the best albums of all time. I don't know. It's hard. It's honestly hard for me to picture any. It's hard for me to picture any Beatles album not really in the S category. So I'm gonna give it S tier.
Taylor Swift, 1989.
Sorry, you guys. I'm just not a fan.
Fleetwood Mac.
My God, Rumors. I literally did like a show in high school. We did Rumors. We did the whole album. And I did Dreams and then Secondhand News. Oh, this has to be S tier. Nirvana. What album is that?
In Utero.
See, I'm not really like into Nirvana like that. I don't know what to put. I'm going to put Never Heard of This, I guess. There we go. Oh, shit. We're really getting somewhere now with the Kendrick. Damn. That has to be S tier. Okay, Queen, A Night at the Opera. It's not really in my S tier, but I'm just gonna say good. Rubber Soul. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna say this is my best friend's favorite Beatles album. So I'm considering that, and I'm like, wait, she does have amazing taste in music, right? I will, like I said, it is honestly hard for me. Like, it doesn't feel right to put any Beatles album in not the S tier. Yeah, they are just them. He is him. They are them. Yeah, Revolver's great too, but maybe that I will put in good. Oh, Let It Be. All the Beatles albums at once. I really like the Let It Be album, S tier. Okay, White Album's my favorite, so that's like for sure S tier.
Pink Floyd.
Ooh, The Wall is great. I would not consider it S tier in my opinion. I would say good.
Illmatic.
I don't know this album. I'm not a Lana Del Rey fan.
Ultraviolence.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's just not my thing. So, personally, overrated, but I know that there's like a niche audience. I don't even think I've listened to it all, but I'm just not a fan. Not like I'm a hater, but I just listen to it and it doesn't like do anything for me. I don't feel anything. I'm going to say Never Heard because I don't know. Oh crap.
Born to Die.
This one I know better. I'll say okay.
Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?
Never heard that one. Never heard it.
Norman fucking Rockwell.
Also never heard it.
Good Kid, Mad City.
S tier. S tier.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
I kind of feel the same way with Kendrick as I do with the Beatles. Like, I feel like they're all S tier. Maybe I'm just biased. Tupac?
All Eyes on Me.
I'll say good.
Biggie, Ready to Die.
I don't know. Now I'm regretting that choice. Maybe I should have put it in S tier. Also, this album. Dang. Okay, I'm going to do two more. I'll also say good. Rolling Stones.
Sticky Fingers.
I'll say good. Okay, done with the tier list, y'all. So you can see the vibes, my S tier albums. I think for me, on that list, the top of S tier would be like Beatles' White Album, Good Kid, Mad City, and Dark Side of the Moon. Rumors would maybe be next. And then, yeah, that's the vibe. I should have put the Nas album in Never Heard because I've never listened to that. And honestly, I think at one point or another I have listened to like all of Lana's music. I just never listened to it again. if that makes any sense. But I get the niche. Like I get that there's just like a specific vibe and like a specific energy that people are like gravitating towards. It just doesn't hit me in the same way that it does other people. But yeah, that's a vibe, y'all. Okay, lastly, before I wrap up today's episode, I wanted to share a few things that I've learned this week. As I said in the beginning of the episode, it's summer solstice. I do feel like it's a very like transitional time in my life. I'm reflecting on a lot of things. I'm thinking deeply on a lot of things, where I want to go, what I want to do, and it's just a lot. It's like overwhelming, but it's in a way that's like I know that I need to, like I know that it's necessary, and I'm not resisting that. That's obviously important, not to resist choice and to resist change and all of that. Maybe that would be the first thing that I would say that I learned this week, that I myself should not resist that feeling of like impending change or impending decision or impending the unknown. Like, I don't know. It's very important to face change and things like that head on. I think it's really, really hard, and it eats at us as humans when we neglect the inevitable, like when we just like put it off, and when we just like, yeah, soon, I'll figure it out one day soon. Like, yeah, like that doesn't like help anything. And I know that sometimes it takes time to process. But like diving headfirst into the inevitable and diving headfirst into like, facing a choice or facing a decision or facing anything in life. I think that's super important to just like put it all out there, like not to bottle it up and not to procrastinate, essentially, like anything like that, like decisions in life. Another thing that I've learned this week is to just listen to my heart. I said this to someone recently. I've genuinely never gotten anywhere in life. Like I've never been happy. I've never had true peace or joy or like fulfillment from not listening to my heart. Like if my mind and my heart are at a wit's end and they're battling it out and they're duking it out up in here, I've never been fulfilled when I've chosen to listen to my brain and my mind. Like ever. Like I can look back on so many things I've done in life. And it all came down to listening to my heart and being true to like what my heart and my soul are pulling me toward. Which I don't know. I feel like in some ways sometimes like my heart and my soul are like usually aligned, and my mind is like against it, or my mind is like questioning things. And so I just advise for you, like wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing, whatever your circumstances are, life can be very complicated, but I think that if you listen to your heart, I don't think you ever regret what you do if you listen to your heart. Like I don't think it could turn out bad. Life always has challenges. It's always complicated. And I know that like sometimes listening to your heart is like not the easy option. Sometimes it's like logically makes more sense or is easier in your brain to do something else. But I think that listening to your heart's very important. And I know that. I only say that because I know it from experience. Like pursuing music. When I was in high school, I was like, do I even want to like do music? Do I want to pursue this? Should I just like go toward another career path that's more secure? And I really thought about it deeply. I thought about like, what would my life be like doing another type of career? Like I was really interested in like physics and like science and astronomy. And I really tried to picture my life like doing that. And it just didn't make sense. My heart wasn't in it. I was like, I couldn't picture doing it like on a hard day, for example, right? If I'm having a hard day in life and then I have to like go to work and do that, like I just couldn't picture doing that the rest of my life and dealing with that through different stages of my life. Like I might lose someone, or I might have a kid, or I might do all these things. And I just couldn't picture doing that while I was doing all those things. Like it just didn't make sense. But I could see myself doing music. Like that was always in my future. I could always see that in my life. There was never a doubt about that. And so ultimately I decided to like continue down that path. I also felt like it was meant for me. It was meant to be. And I was like born with this talent, and I've worked so hard on this. I've invested so much. Like, how could I abandon it? I really truly felt that. And so I chose to ignore the logical reasoning and the logic and like, you know, people around me saying, music can be tough. It's going to be hard for you. Like you might not make the most money or you might, you know, whatever. And I just, none of that mattered to me. And you're always able to figure it out in life. So I made that choice to stick with music and creative arts. And so I made that choice to stick with music and stick with being a creator and working in entertainment. And it's served me ever since. Like I've never thought about changing my career path, like for 1 second, because I love it and because it's what I put so much time and energy and love and like my soul into, and I really invested in it, and I have zero regrets choosing it. So I just advise y'all to listen to your heart. Summer solstice for me is going to be very like eye-opening and transformative, and I hope that for you, you could use that as like a reminder for you. That if you're dealing with some type of like life change or an evolution or some type of renewing, that you can keep that in mind and then listen to your heart. Because I think that's kind of what life is all about, to be honest. I think you can miss out on a lot in life when you don't listen to your heart. So that is my advice. All right, y'all, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope that you have a great start to your summer. Like I said, I will not have a formal episode next Friday, but I am going to vlog. Oh my God. I'm kind of scared to vlog, but I like kind of want to. I've been wanting to like make mini vlogs for so long. I also kind of want to make like medium form vlogs on the podcast channel on YouTube. So audio listeners, probably there will be no audio content next week. But if you are interested and you want to see some video content, hop on over to YouTube, subscribe. We're literally like, I'm manifesting in a week. We will be at 10K because we're literally at like 9,900. Last night, I think it was like 40 or something. I'm going to tweak, you guys. I'm going to tweak. So regardless, the next episode, I'm going to go bananas because we're going to be at 10K. Oh my God. That's like an insane, surreal feeling. Anyway, super excited about that. If you're watching on YouTube, help me reach 10K. I'll literally love it so much. I always have an emoji of the episode, by the way. So if you want to connect with me in the comments, check the description below. I will put an emoji of the week and you can drop that emoji below. And I'll send you some love. Anyway, y'all, I hope you have a fantastic week. A fun weekend. Since I won't see you, I hope you have a nice 4th of July. If you're celebrating, have a nice weekend, be safe, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.